Yo guys, and welcome back to another transfer news video. We got a lot of transfer news. This window has been crazy in my opinion, and I think it's gonna get more madder. I remember last year's transfer window was so dead, but this year's it looks interesting. And I think the reason is due to how competitive the Premier League was last season, and I think teams have realized that we need to go in and get some players. And obviously, especially the top three, Liverpool, Man City and Arsenal have just been. I think they've been doing good. Arsenal maybe they've come a bit later into it thing, but they are going hard in now as well. But let's first go on with the little news, and then I will go on with the Arsenal one last. First up, we're gonna go with is Fulham is pursuing a deal to sign Romelu from Gotsepe. It's a Brazilian, I think, team or something for 23-year-old striker, 60 million plus add-ons. Rejected. It has been rejected, but they're going on with another deal of 20 million. Other Premier League European clubs also targeting this Brazilian striker. He is a 23-year-old. He plays for Brazilian team Göztepe, and yeah, Fulham are for him. I think he will suit a team like Fulham because he's not a full-on like top, I would say, league player or smashing it somewhere or something like that. He's more like, I think, there's some players who are aspiring and they suit like teams like this and they build their career. And I think Fulham will be a good team for them. And I would love it if he goes to Fulham because I love when these type of little teams get stronger and stuff because it makes the Premier League more competitive, more stronger, and the games, of course, more interesting. And that's why I will be excited to see what happens. Obviously, who will be the other Premier League teams? Maybe teams like Brentford or Bournemouth or Crystal Palace, maybe. Or I won't be surprised if Chelsea's linked. He's 23-year-old, perfect age for Chelsea. But I don't think we should get him or any other top team like Arsenal should get him because, as I said, he suits more team like a Fulham. If you get me, like he's an aspiring striker. I saw his stats; he looks decent. I don't know a lot about him, but from stats and stuff, he looks like an aspiring striker. So maybe if he goes to a team like this and works out, if he works out, it could be great. No, if not, then yeah. Um, what else was there? Okay, also let's go with Brian Bummo, something like that, Mambumbo, to Manchester United is still ongoing. Like the direct contacts are ongoing. Sorry for my pronunciations. Man United and Brentford discuss structure of the deal, add-ons, crucial details as Man United still remain confident, as Mumumbo does only want Manchester United. I'm gonna call him Brian because his surname I'm not able to say his surname. Brian is only interested in United. Like Tottenham was interested as well, but he's told Brentford that I am only interested in United. On to United, an ex-United player, Tunzumbi, who was at Ipswich, 27-year-old. His contract has been finished, or whatever you want to say. He is now a free agent, and now he's moving to another team who's been promoted up to the Premier League, Burnley. I think Burnley have, because if they haven't, that will be so embarrassing. I'm sure they have. They have to. They were. Yes, they were. I knew they were. So, a newly promoted team, Burnley, um, who have went up, they are going to get Tunzumbi now. So, basically, what they've done is just like, Burnley has went down. Ipswich went down. Burnley went up. So Ipswich just got their player. But let's see how he does at Burnley. And yeah, I'm gonna be excited what these newly promoted teams do. Burnley, who was it? Sunderland and Leeds. I'm quite interested what these newly promoted. I think Leeds bought someone as well. I hope they buy players and don't sell a lot because I'm actually interested in what they do, and I hope that it's not like last season where three promoted team come up and then go down because of how competitive the league is. I hope that these bring more competitiveness to it, and it will be interesting to see what these newly promoted teams do. And with that, let's go with my team now, Chelsea. We obviously are still linked with Gittins. It's still ongoing, and apparently the agreement is going closer and closer. So let's see what happens. And yeah, with Gittins, I've already said in where I talked about Minan and Gittins, I'm on the edge. Like I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, I hope this player does well because we like half of our transfer window we have just been going on this person. Like on the other side, we've got Arsenal who's nearly done 3-4 signings. We've got Liverpool done 4 signings. We've got City done 4 signings, and we are only stuck with one player. If we want to win cups, dominate the league or dominate the Champions League, I want like Chelsea is a team that I do want to be up and keep on growing up because it's a big team and even from a if even if an outsider was looking, they will say like Chelsea should do up as well. They should contain. Obviously, in the recent times we've been bad, but I do when I see the other teams, I'm like, we need to do something. And even I will talk to Aston Villa and Newcastle fans. So what do you think about your teams? Because I haven't seen any big movements yet. Yes, I will say not a lot of your players have left, which is a good thing. Like Isaac or you've got a lot of good players that maybe the big teams would want to get, but luckily they haven't gone. So that is a good thing. But what do you think? Do you think Newcastle need to invest more? I personally think with my club, yes. Gittins, okay, cool, good, but we should move on to get a goalkeeper, 100% a striker like a Isaac, maybe a Gokarez, maybe someone who will fit well in the team. Osimhen, I've been shouting for the last 2 years that we should get Osimhen. Maybe in my video, yeah, I have said it in this video when Osimhen's deal was so close and then we didn't get it. I was so disappointed. Somehow we still did well this season, but still, I personally think if we got it, Osimhen that year, I personally think we would have maybe finished third, in my personal opinion, third or second. Maybe we would have got a cup as well, in my opinion. Like if we had have got that deal done. It's up to obviously the player if he flops or whatever, but I think he is a very good player. Right now, I think he's staying at Galatasaray. I don't know if they are going on. I think we need to jump in, bro. Once we get this Gittins deal done, and then another thing that was coming from Chelsea was that we are interested in the Aston Villa goalkeeper. What's his name again? Emmanuel Martinez. Yeah, Emmanuel Martinez is Chelsea's among the clubs in active talks to sign Emmanuel Martinez. No approach or talks as Chelsea respect Martinez, but the focus is on different positions. There haven't been no proper talks yet, but they are interested and they're interested in other players in other positions, and that is wingers, which we have 100 wingers already. I don't know what do you want to make like a whole line of wingers or something? Jokes apart, I hope the other positions is striker and maybe they're trying to make this back a bit. I think back is already fine. I think the back and midfield is good. Even the wingers is not bad. I think one or two wingers, like right wing, I think maybe we need to work on that. No, left wing, sorry, a bit work on that because Sterling's going. I think Sancho, I think will go. We're going to sell one more wingers as well. Jao Felix, we're not going to keep, which I don't know why we got him. This is another thing I don't understand at Chelsea. We get some of these wingers and then we just sell them, and yeah, Nkunku's going to leave. So I think maybe we are going to go with some few other ones. So let's see what they do. And now let's go on with the last news. As I was talking about Arsenal this whole video, the reason I'm saying Arsenal is doing well is they have signed Nogard, 31 midfielder from Brentford, that has been here we go for only 11 million pounds, 11 million euros. So pounds it will be like 9 million or 8 million or something. A proposal was set, and this person is apparently they got him to replace Thomas Partey, and I personally think this is a good backup midfielder because you could say Brentford do decent each year. They are a very good team. I personally think maybe the team is getting weaker and it could be exploited because Mobombo is left. Their manager Thomas Frank has left to Tottenham. Now Nogard has gone, who was quite good as well, and I think few other of the players apparently are linked with other teams as well. So it could be a good one for the teams at the bottom that who have just promoted have a chance. But let's go back onto Arsenal. I think it's a decent sale. Obviously, this guy won't be the first like starting 11 player, but as a backup on the bench type to rotate or if somebody get injured, it's a very good deal. And yeah, because obviously the main will be Zimbabendi, Declan Rice, and obviously they're gonna be what is the other name? Martitelli is, I think, I don't know, or that Tommy Asio. There's another player, I can't remember, but Declan Rice, Zimbabendi, and another midfielder that usually is their starting 11. 100% Zimbabendi is going to be. They haven't bought him for 40, 60 mil just to be on the bench. Of course, they're going to go on with it. But Nogard, I think, is an interesting signing. He is 31, and I think he will be a good backup for if an injury goes on, rotation for different games. And that is one thing that Arsenal's been suffering. Like, they do well, and then the injuries come, and then they just crash. So I think that is a very good signing, in my opinion. And then they also are linked with a defender, uh, Christian Mosquera. He's a Spanish defender, and he is keen on joining Arsenal. The club has already explained the project, and more round of talks are to follow soon. And the Spanish defender has given a green light to Arsenal, so most likely this deal could be done in a week time when they're currently negotiating with the team. So I think that personally this is a very good signing as well. Like, they bought Zubimendi, they bought Norgard, a solid backup midfielder. Mosquera, I will say, a solid defender. They're trying to strengthen defense, like as a backup defender. So that would be a good signing. Kepa as a backup goalkeeper. They're linked with Sesko and Gokares. If they can get one of them, a good solution to their striker problem, Arsenal could be doing well as well. I think next year's Premier League, like with the transfer window, it's looking quite good. It's looking quite good. I think right now winning is Liverpool. Man City, Arsenal, I would say it's a bit of a hard one. Like, City has done some good deals, but Arsenal has done some great deals as well. So it's a bit like I don't know where to put them, and I'll put them there. And then afterwards, I don't know. The others, you can put them in any position. I think third maybe Chelsea, because at least they're doing something. But yeah, with I actually have a question to if any of Newcastle Aston Villa fans are watching this. What do you think about what your team's doing? Because I'm quite like, there's not been a lot of talks with players, and I think they do need it if they want to keep on be in the top five. And obviously, um, Newcastle are going to compete in the Champions League again. Last time when they did do very bad. So if they want to do better this season, I personally think they should get more players. I think Aston Villa did do some business in January, so that maybe. But let's see what happens. The transfer window has been crazy, in my opinion, this season. I hope it gets more crazier because obviously right now we're just at the beginning. So the more ender we go, it'll get more crazier. So let's see. I think it's been good. I think there's some teams that need to up the pace a bit. Newcastle, Aston Villa, Chelsea as well. Look around a little bit more. But let's see because yeah, and peace. Like, share, subscribe.